Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuratsu here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch for you guys today. And we have some buyouts and some really awesome penny stocks I'm going to go over in this Mark Watch. But before I do, I want to say thank you to my subscribers, not only for being subscribed, but for the support on my last video. If you guys checked it out on my last market watch, I actually had some announcements for you guys, talking a little bit about my life at the end of that video, and I got a lot of support though, so I just want to say thank you to everybody who commented there. I really appreciate it. Definitely means a lot. If you haven't checked it out, go check that out. I'm not going to reiterate it here, but basically, to make a long story short, life's getting really busy. I'm managing like 5 huge things at once and more, to be honest, that I didn't say on video. So it's a little hard to keep up with the channel, but I'm at least going to upload, 2 times a week, if not 3 or 4. And I got a banger OTS 16 pack opening coming your guys' way as well. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. Also, I did double upload today. Your boy delivers. And this is it right over here. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! News video about a new honest we're getting. I also like to add my 2 cents predictions and what it means for the TCG, along with a few other things. So even if you kind of know what the card does, I highly suggest checking this out. It's not doing too hot, but not every, video could be a banger. I've learned that the hard way. Like, I really have. Like, this video right here, I did this almost 2 years ago. It's been, like, almost a year since Red Eyes, Darkness Bell got errata, and this still gets views to this day. I don't know how this is the second most popular video on the channel. This one I understand. We weren't even calling them Starlight Rares back in Rising Rampage, by the way. We did call them Prismatics. And then Starlight Rare came afterwards. But, yeah. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, hopefully today's day I earned your subscription. And if this video could get 50 likes, that'd be awesome. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost. And, that's whenever you buy anything on TCG Player. And it doesn't cost you anything additional. So just click the link, help support the channel whenever you want to buy stuff. Also, thank you to my YouTube channel members. I'm actually going to be upgrading the rewards probably in a month or two. So thank you to Sarcophagus bank account, the Lone Descendant, the Harv Card Man, which edited the OTS 16 pack on me that you guys are going to see very soon. So, go subscribe to him, by the way. I'll have his channel pinned in the description below. He makes some really cool videos. He doesn't upload as much, but he's still really cool. Carlin Lenker Frisk, the MD Grinder, Drew Chamberlain, Conrad H, Chaz Bank, what's up, buddy? And Fernando Polito. Thank you guys all for being YouTube channel members. I really appreciate it. Helps keep the channel going. And I got a question about this on my last video. Yes, Sakuratsu is me. I don't talk about this often, because I don't like to stuff a lot of stuff before the market watches. But this is my store. It is linked in the description below as well. So if you want to directly buy from me, or you're looking to get some cards, I list quite a lot, some old ulties, some meta stuff like, bless me, Yazi, Evil the Yang Zing, Lambda the Crater, Summon Limit. I got a lot of stuff listed on my store, actually, so go check it out. I got 100% feedback too, so if you want to buy from me, it is in the description below, along with my socials like Instagram and Twitter. And remember, if you guys want me to go over any cards, let me know in the comment section below. I love it when you guys let me have buyouts and tell me to go over stuff. So we're gonna get right into it. So Warrior Lady of the Wasteland from Dual Terminal 4. These are actually close to getting bought out. $4 are lightly played. Snare mints are about 5. Right? We don't really have a wall. We have a playset, and then we have this on the last page for $10. And as we see here, it does sell. Not often, but a little bit. And people actually forgot what this card does. It was actually quite popular back in the day. It only has 3 printings, and they're both from structure decks. This was probably thrown in just to fill a slot. So if you want a high rarity version of this card, you really only have one option, and I know Konami's forgotten about this card. When it's destroyed by battle set to graveyard, you special an Earth Warrior monster with 1500 or less stack from the deck in face-up attack position. This is used in certain older formats, so getting the highest rarity you can of it is good right now, especially because we have game knowledge that we did not have back then. We have different styles of playing, different ways to approach deck building. So while this card wasn't exactly what I would call meta relevant back when it was released up till now, going back to older formats where this card is legal, this might be used a lot more because players can figure out more strategies and ways to use it. So if you want a cheap $5 DT that's a pretty decent pickup, I would go for it. Gold Sarcophagus 2009 series are bought out. Lightly plates are 50. Near mints are $70. And this was all recently, as you guys could see. And you guys are probably wondering, why is this card bought out? Well, Zhang, I believe it's called Zhang Qing. I'm not really too sure how you pronounce it. Use this card along with a lot of other worm cards like Yazi. And this card is definitely used in that archetype. So we also have Gold Sarcophagus, Duelist Revolution super rares. And this is what I would recommend because these are super rares, but they're $1 right over here. And the print quality is not that bad, actually. We look at the secret rares from Hidden Summoners, which I told you guys to pick these up for $1, actually. This was one of my dollar investments. Well, if you did, congratulations. You made some money because these are about $5, $6, $8, $6. Going up to about $7 right over here. And this card actually doesn't have that many holographic printings. So it has the gold rare, the secret rare. Nobody talks about this. This is just ugly. This is kind of like really it. And then we just kind of have commons and we kind of go down from there. We also have the Pharaoh Tor and the Shonen Jumps, but we actually haven't had those in a long time. Just is what it is. So if you have gold sharks or you know where to get them for cheaper, go grab them. DD Warrior Lady, Hobby League 6. These are about, mod plates start at $14. Near mint are about $14 as well. I tell people who want to play older format or get some Hobby League cards, which they'll never re-release Hobby League cards, grab these because this is probably one of the safest investments you can make in Yu-Gi-Oh! When it comes to taking a card, putting it in a binder, and forgetting it exists for a couple of years. Because Hobby Leagues, there will always continue to get more and more destroyed. A card won't always stay near mint unless you PSA it, and this isn't really a card people are going to PSA. So, and it is used in a lot older formats. So I would get this while you can because this can really be an old relic to the point where you don't play it anymore because it's so rare. And it's already somewhat approaching that. DD Warrior Lady from Dark Crisis. Now, lightly plates are $2. Sure, that's great. But what I want to look over is actually first ed light plates and first ed near mints. Because while the centerings on these are actually quite awful, $10 for lightly plates going up to about 12s. That's not too bad. Near mints are about, about $20 here. Going up to about 24, 25. And we don't have too many first set near mints here. So I would actually grab the original as well if you guys want a cheap first set copy. It doesn't even have to be near mint. I think for an old super out of Dark Crisis that's first set and very playable in many older formats, spending $12, or like 10, I guess, if you want to get the cheaper copy here, which would be smart. That's really, really good. So I would definitely grab these while I can. Apparently, a guy bought 3 mod plays at 82 cents. That's actually really, really good as well. I just want to look at Scapegoat, see how Scapegoat's doing today. Scapegoat, Tournament Pack 8, 77. Near mints are about $80, $81. So a little higher than the last time we saw it here. This card could go up to the moon any minute. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. So for some of the penny stunks, because you guys asked me about that to the point where I'm actually thinking of releasing another series alongside 5 cards out of your trade binder, especially because it doesn't look like I might be doing one for the 15th. It depends. I'll monitor it because I did not get enough likes on that video. But I might replace just for this month the series with this. A top 5 penny stonks. I'm going to give you that, I'm not going to probably mention the ones I have over here. But Contact Gates from Sneak Peek Cybernetic Horizon. This is actually, it's very hard to get this card because if you guys don't know what Sneak Peek is, we used to get a holographic every time we bought 5 packs, and it would be of this random card. 99% of the time it was garbage, but believe it or not, I feel like the Vrains era actually had like okay picks. And this is a collector card because, again, it has Grandiose, but it's nothing too crazy. But getting these for a quarter, really, really worth. I would highly suggest grabbing these, honestly. Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres goes to the past. I told you guys to get these at $1. Very, very cheap. Well, today, they're about $3.55, going up to about $4. So, hey, if you got these, good job. I think it'll go even higher, honestly. Actually, the other version from Dual Power is roughly about the same, going up to $4. So, if you got these at $1 when I told you guys, good job, you made some money. Orchestrated Return from Ghost to the Past. Now, I don't understand how this is $1. If Harpour ever comes back, expect this to jump to like a $10, $15 card overnight. or if Orcus get any more support or playable. Because Orcus as an engine and as a deck itself is actually really, really good. And I think it's a deck that will pop up again in the future. So make sure you have a place of Orchestrated Return. Hell Shaddoll Hollow from Ghost of the Past as well. Now, I believe these Shaddoll cards actually are actually very, very underrated and kind of got looked over from Ghost of the Past. Now, what Hell Shaddoll does is you flip this, and you can target face-up monster your opponent controls. You send a Shaddoll monster with the same attribute from your deck to the graveyard. If you banish that monster. So, let's pretend you sell Op Cologne or Wind, and you banish one of your opponent's monsters. That's a problem, right? You have a 2900 beat stick. You just banish one of your opponent's monsters, right? And because you saw into Shaddoll Fusion, the effect's going to proc is going to get one of your Shaddoll Spotter Traps back from the grave. So, if you need that El Shaddoll Fusion, again, to go for more damage or game, you have it, right? Very good card. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, like you Skomade, you can send cards from the top of the deck to your graveyard equal to the number of virtual attributes among the monsters on the field. So if you just want to mill and see if you get other Shaddoll monsters as well, this is actually pretty good. Or mill something that you want from the grave, maybe you're in a weird spot where you need Invocation in the grave because you don't have an Invocation in the grave, but you have an Alistair banished. That's also kind of good as well, along with the Shaddolls. So I actually been playtesting this as a one-of again. I didn't like it at first, but I'm playtesting it more. Kind of like it. They're just dollars, it's just something to consider. Now I want to go over King's Court because I've been talking to some vendors, and 2 out of 3 of them pulled all their King's Court stuff out of the market. And the reason why is because this set has become very, very cheap. Now, before I go into it and how cheap and ridiculous a lot of this is King's Court booster boxes. I told people to get sealed. It's worth it. Hold on to it. If you want to get a sealed box at $65, $70, that's pretty good. Well, it's been almost 2 months. Not 2 months quite yet. $92. That's how much a sealed box is going to run you. So if you're holding on to sealed, congrats. You already made your money on it. It hasn't even been 2 months. When you grab sealed product, expect to wait an X amount of years. So we have Slifer the Sky Dragon here at about $378. 416 here for near mints, right? Now, I know Slifer is the most popular one. If you guys don't know, Obelisk is my personal favorite. Raws are about 250, right? So a huge dip. But then Obelisks over here are 170. Now, this to me, in my honest opinion, is absolutely ridiculous. If you guys are looking to get a God card from King's Court, forget the ultras. Now's the time to grab your secrets. Especially if it's not Slifer. Like, if you want to grab Obelisk, I think that's very worth. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have... It's so ridiculous how we're in a situation like this. But I never thought that... Because I knew that obviously it's going to differ because people like Slifer more. But I never thought Obelisk would be less than half of what Slifer is. Because Slifer is about 415 for a near mint. This is 170 for a near mint. Right? So it's not even half. I would rather have 2 of this and some change than Slifer. So if you have Slifers, I'm not going to tell you to get rid of them. But if you want to spread your money evenly, I would sell your Slifer and get some Obelisks. Because there's no way these are going to remain this cheap for this long. Reinforcement of the army here. I think it's fitted comfortably around about $100, $105. About 110 here. So not too bad for reinforcement of the army here. Lightning storms are about 90. Utopic Draco Future, about 83. About 82 going up to 85. So not too bad there. Rivalry of Warlords. Now, people need a place of this, and this was very cheap. This was like $35, $40, so I guess they started getting bought out. $78, almost 80 for just one copy. Glad I got my playset, honestly. I was able to secure a playset for about $100, $110. So very glad I did that. Then you have the Ultras, Rescue Rabbits at like $50. Very, very cheap there. Arcanite jumps at like 50, about 56, like $60 here. So she's actually selling, which I also told you to get this. Now here's where we get ridiculous. There's a lot more collector's rares, and we're at the $40 mark. Utopias, 41. Very cheap. I would definitely buy these. I thought these could go no longer than 60s, and I told you guys to buy them. And while these won't jump back up, I'm shocked they dropped even more. Joker's Knight Collector Rare, $41. Very cheap. Again, if someone breaks this card, which it's very easy because you special summon this by sending a Joker's Knight, Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight from the deck, special it, and then you can recycle it. Because you could put the Knight back in the deck with this in the graveyard, like at your hand or something. Really, really good card, actually. Lightning Overdrive's at 31. Very, very good. You got Queen, King, and Jacks at 35 to 25 respectively. Imperial Bowers at 22. Very cheap. Joker Straight at $20. Wow, that is real cheap. Guilties for about 17. I mean, Hyper Galaxy, this card is awful for like $17, $18. Like, we have a lot of cheap collector's rares here. And even the ultras are kind of cheap, like 10, 6, 4. It's not that bad overall, actually. I told you guys to get these at like $1.50 as well. Yeah, they're $1.70, but, they'll go up. She's like $3, $4, so yeah. This set has a lot of good cards to wait on. Dolkas at dollars, that's very good. Burning Souls actually went up. These were like 25, 30 cents. And now they're like an entire dollar, and I don't know why. But hey, I'm happy. More value to the set, right? So if you guys are looking to spend money for the future and get a bunch of stuff, go to King's Court and have a field day. Magical Armed Shield from Tournament Pack 8. This is actually bought out for English. Italians are $190, which you guys know I love Italian. I gotta peep that. Skiddo de Braccio Magico. It feels like it's a little lower, actually. Looks really, really beautiful, actually. But yeah, these are bought out. If you want another version of this card that's decent rarity, Dual Terminal 2s, 50 cents. I mean, I don't think it's worth going crazy over, but considering everything else is a common, and it has about 9 common prints, I mean, DT for 50 cents is not awful. Toon Kingdom from OTS Pack 14. Ultimators are 42 for light play. Near mints are about 44, 45. Now, I actually would still recommend buying them at this price. I know a guy from my last Market Watch actually bought more of these, so I actually might get myself a few more as well. This is a card that, can easily hit 1, 2, 300 in about a year or two. Like, I really think in a year this will touch triple digits, if not more. So I'll grab your copies while you can. Fantastical Dragon Phantasme from Savage Strike. These are about $32 here. 32s. First Sunlight plays 35. Very good for Phantasme. First in your mints are $40. Told you guys to grab them at 20. This card isn't being as used right now in the format, but think about it like this. It's an old secret rare hand trap that's keeping $40, while other hand traps, when they were secret originals, were holding a lot less, not even half. So nothing can really hold a candle. And it's 63 listings. When this card starts getting used, expect this to be cut in half or more, at least initially, and then expect these to be like 60 for Near Man Unlimiteds. I might even want to grab an extra set, honestly. Burial Dragon from the Lost Art promotions here. These are about $7, $8, and it's just a gorgeous Lost Art. I got mine for very, very cheap. And I might actually get a few more because I want to know in this comment section below. I might actually release a community tab talking about this as well. But I might actually upload a video. It might be a little messy where I'm just opening Genesis Impact boxes because when OTS 17 comes out, I'm gonna have a way to. What I'm probably gonna do is because my connection for OTS fell through. And it's very, very flaky. So sometimes I have to go manual ways to get my OTS packs. And I was thinking about buying a bunch of boxes of Genesis Impact because it has a lot of value. And, getting a lot of OTS packs, 17. So it'd be 2 separate videos. Would you guys be interested in Genesis Impact box openings, though? I'd probably throw my fiance in it for some fun banter. Preplant Verte Anaconda from Dual Overload as well. $48 for lightly played. Near mints are about 50. A lot of talk about this card getting banned, and I definitely believe it is the problem. If the card gets banned, I understand. I mean, Dual Overload is a very, very good set, but the only reason it missed its mark is because this literally released, I think, 2 weeks after like the mask mandate, the first one ever for the virus. So like people forget that, but that's like a Dual Overload plays a crucial part. This was going to be this price on release, but it wasn't. If you have any spares that I consider offloading them, especially right now because we're still away from the ban list and you can get a good chunk for them. And then if the ban list comes out and uh, you know it's not hit, you could just buy them back. Red Eye Stark Dragoons here are about $8 for lightly blades, 81 for near man. I'm not shocked at all. Eventually they're gonna reprint this card, but it might be a while. Red Eye's Fusion from Clash of Rebellion, super rare. There's also a collector card. First eds are like, well, about 32 bucks. So this card is still a lot of money. I'm not shocked at all, but I'd rather just get the commons. The commons are even $3 everywhere you look. So that's just crazy. Destiny End Dragon, Light of Destruction. 19 listings. It's actually kind of getting bought out. Lightly plays at 5. First I light play here for $4. Actually quite cheap. Uh, First I light play here for 8. Then you have about 6 here, kind of going up. Near mints are about 11 here. Okay. Well, if you want cheap first set light play, it's not bad. Or if you want to pay double for near mint. Only 19 listings left. So I think for a first set light destruction card, $10 or less, that's good. Especially for not half slobbered. Destiny and Dragoon. It's not Dragon, it's Dragoon. Ultimate rare. Now this one has 41 listings. Lightly plates are about 17. What are first eds at though? Near mints are about, oh man, this is crazy. $48. 54 for a first ed light play here. He has a picture with it too. I don't know why it's so far away, but I mean, okay. Uh, so let's see. Let's just put first ed here. Yeah, 54 for light plays. Near mints are about, let's see here, $74. I mean, ultras could definitely hit about 20 for first ed near mint. So if you want to grab this card before it's too late, go for it. I actually went over it last time. It was like $2 or $3. So yeah, Torrential Tribute Secret Rares from Joey's World. These are about $15 for light plays. First ed near mints are about $19. I told people to always get these generic traps, Torrential Tribute, Compulse, and Bombless. Reason being is because they're always, always, always played in older formats because we used to have this thing, for those who didn't know, especially in Zexal era, called the Big Three. I talked about in my last video, but it would be Torrential, Compulse, and Bombless. You would stuff that in almost every single deck, right? Again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was kind of different back then, and we didn't rotate cards as much, right? These were just good, strong, generic cards. And so if you're playing any format back in Zexal era, people will still be playing this, especially starting out. And they are very strong cards, even back then, even at 1. In fact, let's look at Compulse. Because, Compulsory Evacuation Device. I actually want to look at a few of these, actually. Well, let's look at Turtle Pack Booster 4s. Light plates are about 50. Near mints are about, let's see here. Now, these used to be an arm and a leg. $8, they're still a lot of money, but mod play here for 30. That's not too terrible. I mean, Turtle Pack isn't super old yet, so I understand why it's so cheap, but okay, we'll just view all versions since it's being sticky. But this won't be below 100 for very, very long. DTs are, well, let's see what a verified is at. Light plates are about 4, going up to really 5. Near mints are about, well, 7s. Now, I told people to get the near mints at like $3 to $4. So, if you did, you already made some money. They're about 7s going up to 10s. If you still want to get them at this price, they're not that bad either. Let's see. Are we going to work now? We are. Now, we have 2 secret rares. We have Joey's World and Yugi's World. And, I mean, Joey's World has less listings, which is really weird. But first eds from Joey's Worlds are about $1.89, $2. Real good for secret rare Compulse. First eds here are about, let's see, about $4. So, I mean, those other secret rares for about $2 can easily become $4, especially if Compulse ever goes to like 2 or 3. Because I believe we still have this card limited. It might help out. Torrential Tribute, Hobby League 4. These are about 20 bucks for light play. Near mints are 25. I would grab these light plays immediately. This is a very good deal. Like, I would actually pause the video right now. Pause it. You don't have to listen to me anymore. Here, I'll give you a second to pause because you're probably looking for a time where I stop talking. So here. Now that I stopped talking, I assume that you're back and you bought your copy. If you haven't, you might be looking in a month or two when this is more and be like, wow, I should have bought it. And I'm here to say I told you so. El Shaddoll Construct Ultimate Rare. I just wanted to look at something pretty. Near mints are 78. Man, I got my first sets for $6 and people don't understand how. Hey, if people don't know car prices and I want your stuff, it's a wrap. First set lightly played 116. First set near mints are about 138 going up to about 140. So going up to even 150. I actually have the play set, but I only play 2 because I feel like if you're a good Shaddoll player, you don't need more than 2 copies. Like maybe if you ever play the original again where, it's just pure, yeah, that's like different, but for now where you're playing it with like Invoked or other stuff, what's the point of having 3? Like, why couldn't you do the job in 2 unless something went horribly wrong? Shaddoll Schism, Ride to the Duels here. These are about $30, go up to 32. I ended up selling mine, and I'm happy because if this gets a secret rare reprint in the tins, which most likely it will, this card is going to be $30 to like $5, especially if the secret looks good. Because people would, even though people like original copies of cards, if the original is an ultra and the next upcoming print is a beautiful secret and it looks way better, people would rather play what looks a lot better at the end of the day. And sometimes, and unless they're a collector, they favorite how it looks over original print, usually. El Shaddoll Construct Duels Alliance here. These are about $6. Well, I mean, you got some cheap ones here for about 4. First Ed lightly plays for about 7. And then First Ed near mints for about $8. So not too bad, actually. If you want constructs and you love Shaddolls, get original ultras. I think even though these aren't, crazy money, these were dollars or $2 when I mentioned them. I said, hey, even if it gets reprinted, it's the original, it'll go up. And hey, it did. So if you got it for $1 or $2, congrats. Shaddoll Fusion, Shaddoll's Follow. This is a penny stock I mentioned previously to get at $1.50. And right now they're about $4. I mean, you got cheap 350s here, but like those won't last long and they have the 99-cent shipping. It's about $4 or $5 now. If you got those, good job. In fact, I wanted to pull up the other versions as well. You do have the supers from the structure deck at $1 even. Originals from Duels Alliance are like $2.40. I'll be honest, if you don't want to buy the structure deck or you haven't bought the structure deck and you want to buy Shaddolls or whatever, just make sure, even if you don't really want to like pimp out for the secret rares, spend the extra dollar to get these. Because not only are they original printed, the ink is different, it looks a lot different, it's just really nice, but they are the original, so they will always hold a little bit more value than any other reprint. Shaddoll Wendy here, if you guys don't know, these are $5. So if you have these sitting in a binder somewhere, go sell them. Shaddoll Dragon Super, I told people to get this because it's the only holographic version of Dragon. People have been waiting for this for a long time because this got dodged when they reprinted all the cheap Shaddolls, which I don't understand. About $2.50 here, so not too bad. And we are back. So, sorry about that. Levier the Sea Dragon Ultimate here from Generation 4. So, I got these when they were 12 apiece for first editions back in the day when this came out because I was playing them in Medolce. If you guys don't know, you could banish with Hoot Cake, use Levier Special, and there was an awesome, especially post-Primal Origin, there was an awesome combo with Angeli when she came out. Medolces were considered like tier 1 for like a week or two. First and lightly played are about $80 here, roughly. Near mints, though, are about 95, but as you see here, they kind of quickly go to 120. This is going to be a very old Relic Ultimate Rare because it's not only a generic rank 3, but helps you special summon a banish level 4 lower monster from your opponents as well. People actually don't read it too much. It's just one banish level 4 or lower monster. So it's not just your banish, but their banish as well. So it's just such a strong card. And with 21 listings here, if you're looking to get an Ultimate Rare that's between like 80 and $100 specifically, grab this while you can. And I just want to take a second to remind you guys to smash that like button. And remember, if you guys want me to go over any cards, let me know in the comment section below. I love it when you guys give me cards to go over it. I usually have a section at near the end of the video where I do that. Sometimes I trinkle them in, but usually I go over almost every single card that is mentioned to me. So if you guys ever want to give me a card or a couple cards to go over, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you have any certain questions about that stuff, or like cards and you want me to go over them while answering. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon here, Ghost Rare. These are, we only really care about first ed prints here. First ed lightly played from Savings R Us. I actually highlighted this guy in my last one. He's got the pictures again, man. I love this guy. In fact, we'll take a look at him. Very beautiful Ghost Rare. Lightly played. And as you guys could probably tell, oh, it's near mint. It looks fine. How is it lightly played? Because it's scratched up beyond belief. And that's what makes a lot of Ghost Rares lightly played. If you guys don't know, if for a Ghost Rare being near mint is very, very difficult. The only time I list my Ghost Rares as near mint is when I think there's a chance to get at least a PSA 8 or higher from it. In my opinion, and again, I have to do that with my eye. It's basically if there's like little to no scratching, I basically put it up there. Because Ghost Rares, they damage very, very easily, especially even the ones from Ghosts of the Past. Although I don't know if they're as bad as old ones. So the old ones like these were really, really bad. So always get lightly played, because if you get near mint and it's scratched up, then you could just got lightly played. This guy knows what he's doing. First ed near mints here are about, let's see here, 125. Not bad, actually, for a first edition number 17. Glad I got mine at $33. I got an unlimited, however, as well, and I got about $6. Which, if we just go to near mints, so near mint verify. Okay, no one believe. I don't believe that, but all right, buddy. Lightly playeds are about, yeah, 64. It's not too bad. It quickly goes up to 80, so glad I got myself an unlimited, because that's still a lot of money. Elemental Hero, Nova Master, Ultimate. Oh, and they look gorgeous together next to each other. Generation Force. These are about 20 bucks. First eds are about, let's see here, 35, going up to about $45. I told people to get these at like 20s, I believe. If you did, you made a lot of money. And I still think this is worth grabbing. It's an old Ulti Hero card. We know what happens. Adris, Keeper of the Armageddon, Generation Force. These are about 7.5 for unlimited. Is really not that bad. First eds, though, I know these are going to be more of an arm and a leg, so let's just kind of get it over with. Shall we? First ed lightly plates are 15s. K. Near mints are 18. You know what? That's fine. It's an old XYZ. It's used a lot. It's used, I assume, in older formats, or it looks gorgeous. I definitely think that this is because of its, it's gorgeous, nothing but gorgeous artwork. It is played in certain old formats, but it wasn't that popular of a card. But it was definitely used somewhat. It got replaced very quickly with stuff like Volcasaurus. In fact, yeah, I know someone's going to tell me to go over Tyrus, which actually I want to go over Volcasaurus since it's here. Golds are about $2 here. Okay, not bad. The Zexaltins, though, these are about $1, so not too bad, actually. Let me see. Keeper of... okay. Is it Armades? Oh, no, it's not this card. Let's go Generation Force here, because I don't know what the light one's called off the top of my head. I think it's called Tyrus of, like, something. Let's see here. Second page. I guess it's on the... Here is Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis. First edition, well, lightly plates are about $10. First ed light plates are about $13. First ed near mints are about $14. You guys know what this card does. This card effects can only be applied or active while it has an Z material. It can't be destroyed by card effects, which, I mean, to have protection on monsters back then was very rare, especially like a rank 5 and it's built in. So it can't be destroyed by card effects. And at the end of the battle phase, if this card attacks or was attacked, you target a card your opponent controls, destroy that target, and during each of your end phases, you detach a material from this card. So it protects itself. You're gonna probably get 2 pops. It's really nice that it says attacked as well. So there's like a ruling with it where depending on how you negate the attack, I believe, or like you honest or whatever, you get to pop a card. It's just really awesome. And it says your end phases, which is nice. So you get your turn, your opponent's turn, and then your turn again. So really, really nice. This is the one I would grab more than Armageddon because this one's a lot. This one was actually still played after a while, even when we got better at rank 5s. Number 34 Terabyte. Now, if you guys remember, this card got bought out a while ago. It was like $75 for first sets. I think that was ridiculous, but I told people at like $5 to $6, $10 wasn't a bad buy. First set lightly played, it's are about 10. Okay, first set near mints are about $19. Not bad here. Not too bad. So it went up somewhat. Wind up factory super rares. These are about $3 here. For first set lightly played. First set near mints are gonna run you about what, $4? I want to say about $4. If windups ever get any support like carrier coming off the list or whatever, these are gonna go up because the only other printing is from Turbo Pack Booster 8. So I would actually grab this because if it doesn't get a reprint, you know, people are gonna be struggling to grab this for like $15, $20. I already have all my wind-up stuff, so I'm happy, but yeah. Fire Formation Tenki today is 135 to 150, going up to like 155, 170. Remember how this card went to $300 to $400? $300 to $500, honestly. Yeah, that can happen again. So if you are kicking yourself for not getting Tenki, well, you got it for a lot cheaper. It's not a nice price, but it's cheaper. Pod Duality Ultimate Rare here are about 165, 170 for lightly played. Near mints are about $200. I mean, I told you guys this card's going to go up. I have a lot of faith in this card as a playset. I mean, I don't really care too much about mine, honestly. Like, I played with it and it was nice, but it was kind of whatever. I still like playing it in Geist. I had a discussion about Prosperity versus Duality in that deck. And, yeah, Prosperity is definitely better only because you get to choose, but this is still a budget-friendly option, you know. And, hey, you get your whole extra deck, so it's really nice. Spellbook of Power here. Told people to get these at like 25, 30. Now they're like 50. That I told people it will drop to like 60, 50 to $60. I was leaning more towards 60 though, not 50. But I told people if you want to sell them at hype at 80s, go for it. Regardless, you made some money. And if you got these for 20, 30, you made some money. Marvelous Astral Pack 4, you know, $19. Mystic Sands at like 23. She was always $30. She was always 15, so this is even more cancer. Then we got Kamino Wizard here at like 24, $25 here. Absolutely. Are any of these from Astral Pack 7? No. Just absolutely ridiculous in my honest opinion, but people like their you know, their condom fusion targets and their vanilla fusion monsters. Collectors and players alike. And the last card I have is Trading Collector's Rare. Now, no one really is talking about this card, which I find really hilarious because when you look at Ancient Guardians Collector's Rares, you got Pranker Tops for about, you know, 140, but it's a one-of because you can only play one, right? So a one-of is the highest rare card in here. You have Skullmeister at about 100. And then you have this card. Any rank 8 deck that needs draw power could play this. You know, 70, not even $70, so you pay about $210 for a playset. Real good. I mean, people kept moaning about Snake Rain being, you know, $40 or $50. Oh boy, we waited so long to have a card that can't touch 60, and this is just... Emco40 talked about this recently, and I think that's why people started buying it a bit more. But this was 40 a couple days ago. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the Market Watch. If you guys did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Let me know what cards you want to see in the comment section below. Make sure to use my affiliate to become a YouTube channel member, all that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.